Hey everybody. Yep, I have a very important discussion I want to bring up for today's video. Instead of a top 10, I would like to share some more details about my experience in watching cinema. Total bullshit if you ask me. Today we're going to be reflecting on what I watch, okay? Like, I kind of have explained for a while of what movies I like to watch, how I watch and what my opinions are and whatever, but I figured I'd go ahead and just share something with you all that you all probably should hear, or maybe you shouldn't hear. Either way, if it matters or not, I still want to share it. The limits. Yep, I know I'm supposed to be a huge geek of movies, but even I have limits. I am a very limited person, so it's hard to get along with me when it comes to choosing films. The thing is, though, there are many key things I go through when watching a movie. There Today I'm going to be discussing all the parts of what I watch. Today I'm going to discuss what type of movies I don't watch, or just whatever movie I am interested in. Like, what kind of a film attracts me, and what doesn't attract me. We'll just go through that. Just want to share with you all what I can watch and what I can't watch. Isn't much of what I. It's not much of can as much as what I feel like, so let's talk. Now, first things first. There are many things I've talked about before. For one, any movie that came out before the 60s, I don't watch. I was born in 2005. I'm a little too young to go that far back. Not saying I'm going to completely ignore those movies. I won't. I will respect them. I will watch them at any given moment that I can. I'll treat them as a Thanksgiving tradition. It's a weird thing to think about, but not many Thanksgiving movies, so I like to watch those as Thanksgiving films. I'm stupid, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, I can sometimes watch a movie from the 30s or 40s or 50s, but unless it came out after 1960, I'm not going to rate it. I'm not going to have it as part of my big list. They're not going to be a movie that I'm going to have any opinion on. I'll just, go with how they are overall reviewed for other people. Like, if I like it, I'll give it this. If I hate it, I'll give it that. Well, not hate, just dislike. It's a like or dislike thing. While most movies I watch, I give a certain rating. Any movie before the 60s, I will just either have to give thumbs up or thumbs down. I won't actually rate. I won't watch as many or, have big talks for many. I'll just remember them as being classics to most people. But since I'm a millennial, I have to stick to a smaller rate. I don't want to get too far back. I just want to go back. The farthest would be from the 60s. Any movie that came out in the 60s or to now are the films I watch. Anything before that is just something I will not watch to rate or not watch to choose as part of my big industry. Just, something that's good to think about when, you want to talk about the overall industry that there is in cinema. Alright, here's the next thing. This one I don't think I've shared. Maybe I have, but I don't remember. Languages. I'm not saying I don't like speaking a bunch of languages. I have been taking language classes. None of them I've been enjoying. But, yeah. What I'm saying is only movies that are English language. So if there's a movie out there that doesn't have English as a language, I just won't watch it. I'm not saying I am completely against other languages, but since I'm a simple man who never been outside of America, I really only would want to watch movies that have English as the language. Because if there's a movie out there that you want me to watch that isn't in English, is in another language, I just won't watch it. I pay better attention watching something that I can actually hear and understand. Because sure, there is lots of great in vision, but I kind of like to have the vision be combined with some of what I can hear, because there's definitely supposed to be dialogue in a movie. Unless a silent film, any dialogue movie, all dialogue matters. So anything that doesn't have English as a language at all, I just won't watch because I'm just not someone who's fluid to all of those languages. have only been in America. I've never actually traveled outside the country, believe it or not. So I am stuck in this country. I feel like I'm being forced to be stuck here. Regardless, I only gotta watch a film that is English language. It doesn't have to be come from America, because there are definitely a bunch of other English language countries. There's the United Kingdom. There's Australia. There's definitely America's not the only English language country. So if there's a movie that is still from another country, as long as it's in the English language, it's watchable. Cause there's plenty of British stuff that I love. Monty Python, anybody? They're British made, but they're lots of fun. It's just any other language, any movie that doesn't speak English is just not something I'm gonna sit through or have to watch or review or just rate at all. It's not. That's also not part of my catalog. What if I just say that for this video? These movies that aren't part of my catalog. So movies that came out before the '60s are not part of my catalog, and movies that are not in the English language are not part of my catalog. Now, what else is there to discuss? Well, here's one thing I want to bring up that might upset some people, but I don't know. A movie that stars all girls. Yeah, I know. Go ahead. Throw all your feminism, sexist crap at me. I'm sure a lot of you think I am being sexist, but it's not because I hate women. I mean, granted, I have an annoying sister. There's a lot of annoying girls at school. I am single. Actually, I never kissed anyone, which makes me some sort of virgin. But regardless, I don't hate girls in overall. Because there are girls out there I do like. I have met some nice girls that I would have gone somewhere with, but they always have to tell me that whole I have a boyfriend crap. God, I hate it when they do that. I'm just going to have to see how long I can stay single. But anyway, yeah. I'm still a man, okay? And I've seen plenty of great movies that star girls, okay? Like, I know this is controversial, but the latest 3 Star Wars films that starred a female for the role I loved. And I know everybody else hates them, but I really love them. I don't think they're the best of Star Wars, but I thought they were great. So, on the one hand, I'm a terrible Star Wars fan, but on the other hand, that at least proves I don't hate women and I like them in movies. One thing I don't like is how some of these newer movies will want to have women be the big powerment, the take over the role, be the one who's perfect and has no problems and is supposed to be someone everyone has to root for. Like, enough of that. Stop it. Okay? You can't overpower women like that. It's just not cool. I'm not saying that women only should be cooking and cleaning and whatever, but they shouldn't be overpowered and forced in to make sure you're like woke. Okay, that's the word. I'll just say the word. Woke woman is not the right kind of woman. All right, enough about all of that sexist crap. The reason, since I'm just a dude and whatever, I feel like some other people could have this situation, or maybe not, but movies that just aren't part of the catalog are movies that star all female cast. Like a movie that has an all female starring cast. Not all females in total. Like there really isn't any movie out there that has only female characters overall. But any movie that where all the main stars are females. Like Pitch Perfect, for example. All the main stars in that movie are females. While there are extra male stars, the main cast is all females. So yeah, any movie that has an all female starring cast isn't something I'm gonna watch. And again, not because I'm sexist. And it's not something that I won't watch at all. If there's ever a chance where I hang out with a girl or whatever that wants to watch it with me, I will watch it. Okay, I will watch a movie that has an all-female starring cast if the time calls it for it. Like if I do happen to get a girlfriend, I will definitely maybe get a chance to watch one. But for now, since I'm single and lame, it doesn't have to be a movie. It's not any movie that stars a girl I can watch, but any movie that where all the main stars are just girls, I'm just gonna not watch since I don't have much experience towards the female community. I like many girls. I just don't want to sit through a movie that's just them for the most part. Hope you get the idea. If you don't, then I guess I'm getting slammed. Well, I'm not having much to go for anyway. Alright, on to the next thing. Genre. Well, not much of genre, it's what I pick. What will I pick for a great movie? What are the ideas? I'll tell you. You see, what I follow are certain cards of categories. I follow what movie I want to watch based on the genre, the director, the writer, the cast members, or what it's based on. So, if I find a movie that is based on something interesting, I will watch it. If I find a movie that's directed by someone who I've seen many great movies from, I'll watch it. If it stars somebody I've seen some good movies from, I'll watch it. If it is written by someone who's had some great who I've seen goods from, I'll watch it. Or if it's a genre of something I love. Like, here are the genres I follow for a great movie: action, adventure, comedy, crime, animation, western, got a thriller, horror, sci-fi, mystery. Those 10 genres are what I follow. Any movie that has one or maybe even more all those genres, I will watch. Any movie that doesn't have any of those genres, as well as it also not being directed by someone I know or starring or written or anything like that. It's just, those are the 5 things that can attract me to watch something. I'll watch something if it has a director I enjoy, an actor I enjoy, a writer I enjoy, or one of the 10 genres I enjoy, or, again, being an adaptation of something I find to enjoy. Those are the qualities of what movie I will watch. Because anything that doesn't have any of those qualities, I'm not going to watch just because it doesn't attract my attention. I might fall asleep, I might just be on my phone the whole time, or, just not pay attention and I'll fall asleep, and then when the movies end, I'll say it sucked. I've actually done that before, I'm not going to lie. Alright, now, before we finish, there is one more thing I want to talk about. This doesn't have much to do with my catalog, but it does sort of. The movies that do relate with what I said, however, I just have ignored from my childhood. If you remember my video I made a while ago about the top 10 film franchises I'm not into, I don't really want to watch, unfortunately that list has still remained the same to this day. Harry Potter, X-Men, Superman, Star Trek, Pirates of the Caribbean, all that not gonna really go through. It's not entirely because I'm against them, but I guess it's just because since I never got to them in my childhood and I'm still here today, I just don't think the attention attracts me anymore now that I'm at this age. For this age, to my opinion, at this age, none of those movies really attract me to get into. So I'm not gonna hate them. I'm just gonna not watch them because I have already gotten so much into things like Star Wars or Marvel, DC. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick with those and just leave alone the franchises I was never able to grow up with, just didn't have time to get to. And to this point, since I haven't watched them, I just gonna go ahead and stick to that. And sorry, but that's just how it goes. And also with kids' movies, children's films. I love them, I still will, but as a teen, I am going to not watch so many of them all the time. I'll only watch them when the time calls for it, when there's a new one in theaters, or if I have a friend hangout or whatever. So don't be expecting me to watch any new kids movies anytime soon. Like, not new, okay, I worded it wrong. Any new kids movie that come out in theaters, I will probably watch depending on what it is, but any kids movie I haven't seen yet that's been out for a while, I'm not going to watch just yet. Maybe when I'm an adult, but right now I'm just going to stop. So that's it, okay? That's my catalog. I hope you followed it. Hope you understand it. Mostly you just like to look. I feel like most people who watch my videos are used to me having pictures, so I'm sorry I had to talk the whole way through. Hopefully you could hear me. Hopefully you listened to what I said. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I wasted my time, I guess. I had nothing else to do. I didn't know what other video to make. A top 10 is coming next week, so there's something to be proud of.